Hey guys, it's me, Delta One, here with God's Airsofters, and today I have a review to you of my Snowwolf M99, M82, whatever. There's so many numbers because of copyright purposes that we can't call it an M107. But you know what? It's a Barrett M82, 50 cal, M107, all those names you can think of. This is what this is. Now, first I'm going to start off with what's metal. Everything except for this. This is plastic and it's screwed on by some Allen screws, and you take it off, paint it, do whatever you want. Now it is ginormous and it's about the size of my hand in terms of the palm of my hand. It's huge. It's massive. Here's in reference. Here's a large Type 9.6. That's how big it is. Anywho, I have done some custom things to this gun externally, and that would be the Element PSG1 pistol grip in OD, and it's got the black part right here. I think the color mixture looks really nice. And this is made by Snowwolf. Now people are going to say, oh, this is a JG. No, it's Snowwolf. It's just manufactured in the same plant as a JG. Uses the same, some of the same parts, some are different here and there, but mainly it's a Snowwolf. It's its own brand. Now I have my own little custom. I think this is a, I don't even know what scope this is. I know it's not a 3x9. I think it's a 312 by 50, which is huge. Not necessary. But anyways, this is made out of kind of like a pot metalish aluminum material. It's extremely lightweight. It's nowhere near as bad as the SOCOM gear Barrett. I've held that, and that weighed somewhere in the neighborhood of 32 pounds. This is one-handable. It's not heavy at all. It came with a standard M16 pistol grip, which was plastic, and this is plastic as well. But this I bought from raptorsairsoft.com, which is really nice. And oh yeah, and the rubber pad back here, forgot to mention that. Now, you may be wondering, oh, it's pod metal, may break. The only thing I could really see breaking would maybe be the bipod. It is a little flimsy, but to be honest, you're paying like, what, I've seen these go for like $350-ish in that area. Now, where I purchased mine, I got mine through a distributor overseas a while back, and I never really got around to making reviews, and there was just no money to be made on it after shipping, so I was like, whatever, I'm just going to keep it because I like it, and it makes a great wall hanger. Now, the battery's housed in the back, and you can house probably a large 12-volt 9-nickel hydrate in it, and it's literally from here to here's what a battery compartment is. It is a small type Tamiya connector, but I hate Tamiyas because they burn out and they're only rated for like 15 amps, which is not a lot. So you could easily fit this back here. There's two pins. You yank them out. This part comes off. You can put a battery in here. Very large. It's very nice. If you gonna put a MOSFET in here and upgrade the living daylights out of it, that's a fantastic feature right there as well. That you can have the room for a MOSFET, because I've got some AKs where I can't pull my bolt. If I pull my bolt all the way back, it'll crunch whatever MOSFET chips I've got in my guns. So that's a very nice thing. Now let's flip it around, give you all a different view. Now the bolt, on the other hand, it sounds kind of depressing. You pull it back. It sounds really springy. I really wish it was a nice clank sound like you normally would hear out of a VFC gun or something like that. But one of the things it does come with is a foregrip, which is, I think it's not a foregrip, but a carry handle. And it's a detachable one. And I've screwed around with this thing and put it on some other guns that weighed about 30 pounds, and it held fine. You just have to tighten the screw, but I still wouldn't really trust it at 30 pounds. It'll do fine for this, to be honest. Now, the magazine is they claim it's 500 rounds. It's just a Vietnam high cap from an M16. And the biggest complaint I had with this is that you can't get mid caps for it. Well, there's a screw on the bottom. You can pull out the magazine and put in a Vietnam mid cap, and you're good to go. So if you want a mid cap, that's all you have to do to make this a mid cap. Now, another thing I wanted to complain about, the barrel doesn't run all the way through to the end, so if your BBs may be hitting something on the way out. This is a version 2 model. I remember the version 1 that I had reviewed quite a while ago had a didn't have anything holding the barrel in place. This one does, so this one's going to be a little more accurate. This is one of the newer models. Sling mounts are on both sides, right there. I would trust them; they're fine. But I mean, I wouldn't really use a sling on this anyways. It's a Barrett. You're going to get up into some defensive position and just sit there. Now, the finish on the body is quite nice for a Chinese gun, and I'm thoroughly impressed for this being a Chinese gun. It is cloned off the Hurricane kit that they came out with like 8 years ago, and was like $2,000, and they were like, well, why don't we just clone the kit? And then they were like cloning it, and they're like, we're just going to sell kit. It's probably what ended up happening. The manufacturer would be like, oh, you know what, let's just charge another like 50, 40 bucks and throw in a gearbox, a barrel. And, well, now you have this. Now, as I said again, the bipod is, you can adjust it, and you can actually remove it by this pin here. It is a version 2 gearbox. Now, I don't like version 2 gearboxes because they are the most fragile gearboxes of them all. It uses a long type motor. I don't know what type of motor it is. Looks like some form of EG 1000, 2000. I don't know. Some TM cloned motor. It's got XYT steel composite gears, which are just steel powder, heat pressed, and all that good stuff. Whatever. It's just XYT gears. They're fine. They're rated up to an M150 spring. It's got, I believe, 6 or 7 millimeter bushings that are metal, a polycarb piston, and a piston head that has got, I think, 8 ports on it. And it's overall, it's decent. But to be honest, it flat out sucks. Like, out of the box. Like, I would never use this to go sniping. That would just be completely retarded. Because there's no purpose for this gun to be used stock out of the box sniping, because it's a base gun. That's honestly what this is. You're either buying this for a base gun or to hang on a wall. It serves no other purpose. It does have full auto, which you can disable. You can find a way to disable it. You can put a physical block on the side of the gun where the selector switch is to prevent it from going to full auto. But do keep in mind, if you pull your trigger way too fast on semi-auto, it will lock up your gearbox. And the only way to unlock it is to either take it apart or go full auto. So be aware of that. Now, the inner barrel, I believe, is a 650. I have not measured it, but I don't think anything else would fit in this gun but a 650. Now, I think I've covered everything. I hope I have, and I hope you enjoy this review. But I'm going to kind of go over one last thing. Gun is fantastic for a wall hanger, in my opinion. Upgrading it, it's your best bet for an upgraded Barrett at the lowest cost. That's really where I stand on this. Now, notice the scope didn't come with this, and the packaging was junk. Horrible packaging. One of the cool things that came out of this was you got a cleaning rod that was like literally 3 feet long, which is useful for me, so that's like my favorite part. Oh, and you get some crappy 9-nickel hydrate 8.4. I mean, you can use it. It's just I don't use batteries like this anymore. I only use them when I test guns. But overall, this Barrett is a definite worth the money. I would buy one, and I did. This is my gun, so I think it was worth it. But you also, you have the 20mm rail that you could also do some cool stuff to. I have a camera gun mount that I use so I can look around corners, so if I want to put that on there, I could. It's got 800 times zoom on it, so I could look like all the way to wherever I need to look. I mean, I took the camera and went to a beach and was finding ships 20 miles offshore with the camera. So, I mean, I could put that on here. I mean, you got a long list of things. I really wish they had a rail right here. I really do. But overall weight's not bad, but let's stop rambling all over the place and get to the final conclusion. If you're getting a Barrett that's under $1,000, getting a Barrett that's under $500, getting a Barrett that's under $400, that's awesome in my opinion. I would do that all day long. And if you're lucky, you can find them under $300. So that's what I would recommend this. It's full metal. It's not 5,000 pounds or over 9,000. It's just right where you need it to be, but it's still awkward to hold if you shoulder it. So I would just recommend getting this gun and upgrading it, or just put it on your wall. But it does not come with this or this, so yeah. Overall, I'm thoroughly pleased. You need to get better internals if you're going to actually use it as a skirmish. But other than that, guys, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to start doing more reviews like this, and you're going to see hopefully I'd like to put out one review of one of my custom guns a week and all that good stuff. So guys, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what I should do next.